Another person that needs to be dragged to filth, if we're gonna drag people, drag Ariana Grande ass, please. Because I'm sick of her. In the sense that, and I'm gonna say it, this video, Psych Perspectives, this is very biased. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie. It's biased, and yeah, it's biased. I admit it. I'm a big Mac Miller fan. Okay? I'm a huge Mac Miller fan. I've been rocking with Mac Miller since 2010, 2011. Okay? So I was there with the kids and the most dope, you know, my God, Macadelic, Blue Slide Park, Jesus. I've been rocking with him for a while. And what gets on my nerves about Ariana Grande is that she loves to play victim. I personally see Ariana Grande as a narcissistic bitch, if you just want to be honest. Because every relationship she manages to get in, she always ends up breaking it off, and it's always some negative aftermath. And then when you look at the person that she was in the relationship with, they were happy and full of life before they got with her. And then when she leaves them, that's when they go down the drain. That's when all of a sudden, you know, their whole persona is changed. Now, keep in mind, Mac Miller was doing drugs way before he got with Ariana Grande. Okay, nigga was talking about smoking weed and getting high back in 2009 when I was a junior in high school. So he's been doing drugs. And now I know people are going to be like, well, you know, weed isn't a drug, but for all intensive purposes, to me, anything that alters your mood and your mind is a drug. Whether it's a plant or it's from a pharmaceutical company, I don't care. It's a drug, in my opinion. Okay, so, and I love weed. I smoke weed. I love it. Let's be real, okay? Like, let's stop trying to, you know, act like we don't see what's going on here, okay? So, like I was saying, okay? Let's really talk that shit. So like I was saying, and then after every relationship she's in, she proceeds to do a smear campaign, basically talking shit about her previous partners. I mean, and then not only does she talk shit and do a smear campaign about her previous partners, but then she goes and makes entire albums and songs dedicated talking shit and how she's moving on with her life and she doesn't need anybody and thank you next and just shit talking. And this is Ariana Grande in every relationship that she is in. It just really comes off as fake, narcissistic, and condescending. Also, she loves to play the victim. These are narcissistic traits. Loves to play the victim. After they done talked all this shit, smear campaign, ruining other people's lives, name it. Now all of a sudden, she's the victim. She's the one who's being attacked. She's the one who's being abused. Now, I'm not saying that her previous partners, including Mac Miller, wasn't negative or toxic or problematic. I'm not saying that because as humans, let's be honest, we all have narcissistic traits. We all have toxicity about us, and we are all problematic in some form or fashion. But the big difference between what I would consider everyday run-of-the-mill normal people and a narcissistic person is normal people can start recognizing when we are being toxic and problematic, when we need to check ourselves and be accountable for the things that we are saying and doing. Narcissistic people can never do that. Because to them, everybody is out to get them and they are never wrong, okay? So back to Ariana. Yesterday, this narcissistic bitch, and I'm calling it for what it is, he gets on, he on Twitter. I'm gonna tell you people, celebrities, and everyday people, y'all are gonna have to learn to stop posting all of your thoughts and feelings on social media because it will come back to bite you in the ass, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna go on and say it. I know it's hard. I fell for it. I fall for it. But damn, everything doesn't have to be on social media. I mean, my goodness. And then how you gonna get mad when people start checkmating your ass and dragging you on social media when you posted the bullshit? Again, narcissistic as hell. Let's talk about Ariana Grande, Miami tweet. And another thing about this bitch, and I'm just calling it for what it is. Another thing about this bitch is that she is one of those people that will talk shit. people call her out on it. Now it's, oh, but I didn't mean it like that, and you guys are being rude and you're being insensitive. And go back and move the tweet to make it seem like it never took place. Said, you got to watch these narcissistic types, okay? Now, this is what, okay, so I'm gonna read this. Links will be in the description box below. Excuse me. Ariana has a strong reaction to her late ex-boyfriend and rapper Mac Miller losing the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album on Sunday. The singer took to Twitter to voice her frustration after Cardi B took home the Best Rap Album Award for Invasion of Privacy. Mac Miller's fifth and final studio album, Swimming, was nominated in the category, and the Recording Academy invited the rapper's parents to attend the show. Okay, this is what sweet princess never can do anything wrong, Ariana Grande proceeded to say on Twitter. Fuck, she tweeted, followed by other posts that read trash and literal bullshit. Thank you, next. Singer then clarified she was not calling Cardi B trash after several users criticized her for her tweets. Nothing to do with her. Good for her. I promise. I'm sorry, Grande wrote, referring to Cardi B. She wrote in another tweet, Cardi B, not at all trash, and that's not what I meant, and you know that. This is what I meant. Karen was gonna have a green suit made. Grande tweeted in response to a fan asking why the Grammys invited Miller's parents when the rapper wasn't going to win an award. They invited his parents out. No, she said in another tweet. Grande added that Miller slept in the studio for 2 months while recording Swimming. Also, fans are upset that XXXTentacion left out of the Grammys in memoriam segment. Love Mac Miller. Mac Miller, that's my dude. Rest in peace. But at the same time, Ariana, didn't you dump, leave, take a break, whatever you want to call it nowadays, from Mac Miller, and then proceeded to jump right into another relationship? And that's typical of what narcissistic people do. Once they leave their supply and they no longer can get anything out of that supply, aka parasitic ass relationships, once they're finished using you, they move on to the next and they jump in and out of relationships like they change underwear. I mean, damn, you're so in love and you're so hurt and you're so attached and this is your motherfucking soulmate. How do you go from one relationship to the next as if that person didn't even exist? It just comes off very fake. And this is why I say, in my eyes, that is a narcissistic bitch, okay, who likes to cry wolf all the time after she has, this is, and mind you, this is Ariana's track record. Ariana and Taylor Swift, y'all are tit for tat when it comes to this type of shit.